Hello, welcome to the Refugee Voice. I am Likambo Isaac. As last we said, we are going to have an exclusive interview with the RWC 3 of Zone 3. And today I am in his home here in Zone 3, Village 3. I'm going to discuss with him how he has gone successful winning up the RWC 3 election. I'm going to introduce him and ask him to let us know his name. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Likambo, for also hosting me. By name, I'm called Akim Alias Adibayo. I'm the newly elected RWC 3 for Zone 3. So I also appreciated the office of this commandant for having this election handled successfully, where it has been so free and fair. So why I stood for the position, I stood for some reasons, and I have not promised anybody, but what I wanted to see into it, where in some areas where I wanted to at least rectify in regards to refugee welfare, one of which is the health of our citizen or else refugee. We're facing challenges and also healthy, where some of us are not having healthy seeking behavior. Some of us even like in more critical cases, which needs referral. Otherwise, sometimes there's also a gap there. So I don't know where that blockage comes in. I'm also going to now intervene to ensure that our people have access to full medication. Two, the issue of security. I know security is paramount. It's the role of each and everyone, where you have to ensure that you are all safe. But in regards to Kululu sub-county, basing on our resources, we have challenges like challenging in terms of now agriculture. We are facing a lot. And perhaps there are also type cases where we as a refugee, we are supposed to ensure that we should also grade like animals. These animals are also stolen. So the security is not that quite fair. But generally, as for the advanced security of Kululu sub-county or Zone 3, the security as is in normal is controlled by our commander, the office of Prime Minister, which is the government. Secondly, the third point is the issue of education. Ladies and gentlemen, in Zone 3, the education system is so poor. Where last year we have at least the whole zone has at least achieved one first grade in the early results, which is not right. And those errors or else the failure has not been addressed. So this time I wanted to ensure that our future, our people has to pass well. I think this is basically why I feel I should be in the first, and the people really voted for me so successfully, and I'm going to endorse and assure it has to happen. Secondly, basing on education, the issues also of like in other sectors. In Yoyo secondary, because we're having one secondary school in the whole zone, but the secondary performed well, but the student who pass at least in UCE, they're in the arts, they're doing arts, and most of them are also going to become politicians, which will also confuse our country. So I wanted to ensure that science teachers must also be brought to the school for the success of the school. We wanted more doctors because the doctors we are having here, they are Ugandans. Now peace comes to South Sudan. Now, who are the people now to serve as doctors, basing on the experience we have? We have experience in Uganda, currently in the settlement. Two, we wanted also like to have the training courses that are held in the settlement, like building, hairdressing, but we have forgotten the best, or else the pillar of the cost, which is the teachers. And I wanted to ensure that at least those projects must be in place through also the office of the Prime Minister and UNHCR. We wanted teachers, where perhaps also when peace comes into our country, I don't know, we are going to leave also these Uganda teachers here. Now what if we now reach a home, who will now teach our children, our future? So we work also with the community, the stakeholders, for us to ensure that everything goes so smoothly and we achieve the goal. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. As you are talking about education, I would like to throw back some question concerning the issue of education. In the zone here, we have seen that in reality, teachers give 25% and the 75% was supposed to be given by parents. And we see that, for example, if I'm to take at the Wi-Fi, we see children who are school going age, they take time maybe up to 10, up to midnight. How are we going to make the parents to understand? And then together with jointly with the teachers to make the performance very well, what effort are you going to put to harmonize the children's movement anyhow, and they're staying in the school, the same with the parents also joining effort? How are you going to do?
Yeah, thank you. With the issue of the wiper, that wipers are given there for also a purpose, for educational purpose. People are supposed to learn practically. Like if you are a teacher is telling us about maybe Lake Victoria, then it will be shown live. But it has now gone beyond the control, or else the principle. That thing, that wiper there has their principle, and maybe perhaps a guideline, where suppose there is a time frame being given. But as for now, I can see, to be honest, all children, those ongoing school children, are there until midnight. So we are going to set some other guidelines or else by laws, where we met maybe with the security officers, where to ensure there's a patrol. Where we find you at the wrong time, not at the right time, as guided by Hello World. A small punishment, such that next time you didn't do anything wrong, and else you wasted time there other than going to class. Secondly, I moved to many schools, and we are still finding out what exactly are the problem. I mean, where is exactly the problem as far the performance of the zone, and how we are going to improve in their performance. There is maybe, the issue of maybe passing or else the failure is either it affects almost everybody. In regards to maybe parents, yes, because of many challenges in the settlement, parents are able to support also their children in that. So you see, there's now a problem, which will also affect the teachers. The other necessary things, maybe it requires money, but since there's no support from the parents, it is also a problem. Secondly, there's also a problem with teachers. Teachers are sometimes they allow us, to be honest, and I wanted to assure the people of the zone, of Zone 3, that I wanted to now ensure that there's proper monitoring and supervision of these teachers. Sometimes they are not in the class, they are in the other centers, so which is very so bad. So anybody who is not monitored and supervised, he do the things I just like, the way he like. So it's also another factor, and the partners are also contributing. Like it has even delayed. Like this year, teachers were called, they came so early, but they are not paid early. So they will have suffered without salary. So these are also other factors. So in my resume, I should ensure that all those three key, like also us, the stakeholders, we are also monitoring the school. So we are going to sit down and monitor these schools. Whoever is affected, we shall address. Thank you.
Thank you so much for accepting our interview. And once again, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in to the Refugee Voice. Refugee Voice, where every story counts. At Refugee Voice, we amplify the voices of the unheard. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.